Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Steady Focused. I am your host. I am your number one, Mr. SimeonHendrix. You know, guys, coming off the big interview we just did with Tyler Babin, talking about documenting Gary Vaynerchuk's life, it really got me thinking about the person who first introduced me to Gary Vaynerchuk, and that was years ago. But it was a man by the name of Jared Polin, Fro Knows Photo. So I reached out to him. I said, hey, I'm a big fan. We went back and forth, and now here he is. So, guys, tonight we have on the show the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jared Polin, Fro Knows Photo. And, guys, if you don't know who Jared is, if you don't know who Fro Knows Photo is, I don't believe you. Not only is this man a world-renowned photographer, but this man is the epitome of long-game, consistent content creation. He has been consistently putting out a video, not every month, not every week, every day on YouTube for years. He's accumulated over 600,000 subscribers, 89 million views. So if you've ever searched anything, photography and YouTube, I'm 99% sure you've heard of this man. So please, let's give a big, steady, focused welcome to my friend, Mr. Jared Polin, Fro Knows Photo. What's up, Jared?
Hey, how's it going? Thank you for having me.
Man, I appreciate it. Man, we were talking earlier about Gary Vaynerchuk. So, man, let's just start there. Talk about, how you first met Gary. As I recall the story, it was something like you went to a conference and he was there and you stood out to him as someone who was doing something special.
Well, yeah, I was photographing an event called Underground. This guy named Yannick Silver had these big events that he put on, and Gary Vee was speaking there, and I was the photographer. Didn't pay to go to a $3,000 event. I just didn't volunteer. I said, I'd like to shoot your event. You don't have to pay me. Just pay for my hotel room, and I'll come and do it. So
Okay.
I was sitting in front of the front row, in front of the stage, because as a photographer, you can get closer, you can do whatever you want, basically. And Gary was talking about hair. He was talking about business cards and all that stuff. So I threw my hair pick up there to show him, and he thought that was pretty cool. And but honestly, before he started speaking, I wasn't looking forward to listening to what he had to say, because I thought he was another typical New Yorker, obnoxious New Yorker. But once he started talking, and he said this, he was just saying it like it is. There's no secret to success out here. Just beat the shit out of it, crush it, go out there and do it. And that resonated, because everybody else that I was hearing speaking at other events were saying the opposite. Like, you need to do this, and you need to know this secret, and go here and talk to this person, instead of just being good at what you are good at.
So okay, at that point in your career, what was going on with you as far as putting yourself out there in your show and being a personality? Where were you at along that path?
I didn't have a show. I didn't have Fro Knows Photo. It didn't exist yet.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't even an idea. It was precursor to all of that. I mean,
oh my,
that didn't happen till 2010. Fro Knows Photo launched June 1st of 2010. This had to be somewhere in 2008 or 9.
Oh my.
So no, I mean, I didn't know what I was doing yet. I didn't have. I mean, part of going to these events and going as a photographer and not paying to do it was to just get as much information as I could. And the one thing I learned from most of the events was what not to do. And some of the early events I went to were people talking about how you can exploit any niche, even if you're not into it, you're not passionate about it, doesn't matter. One guy's like, I have 18 different products in 18 different markets, dog walking and this. And it's like, well, that doesn't sound like it interests me. And if it's not your niche, then, if you're not passionate about it, you probably won't be enjoying it.
Wow. So you hadn't even, did your first video go up when Fro Knows Photo, started? Was that video one?
No, I had a couple of things I toyed with a couple years prior. I guess I put up a test in 2008 of me trying to do some photo stuff. And then in 2009, I think I had a camcorder that I used and put some stuff up and saw a little bit of traction going on, but then I didn't stick with it for a long time, and
Okay.
really, I mean, there was maybe 3 videos or so that I did, and
Okay.
I didn't have the right mindset yet. I wasn't there, and then something happened, and it just flicked the switch and just went.
And I mean, was meeting Gary that day, was that one of the switches?
I don't know if that was one of the switches.
Okay.
I think it was good to hear somebody go up there in the industry and say, there's no secret to success. Be really good at what you do and put it out into the world. I mean, that was the start of it.
Yeah.
I still wasn't ready. I still didn't launch, but when I did, I didn't stop. I mean, I didn't stop for years.
Yeah. And then, so how far along were you? The show was out when you interviewed him, right? I remember seeing the
Which
video.
show?
I thought it was Fro Knows Photo, an episode I saw or something, and you were in a small office with Gary.
Well, that
and you were
was I mean,
talking.
that was Raw Talk. So that's years.
Raw Talk. Okay.
That was years after starting Fro Knows Photo itself.
Okay. Okay.
And then the podcast was what came after, or came a couple years later.
So what's different? What's the main difference from 0 views, hey, this might be cool, to 89 million views?
What's different in terms of what?
Maybe mindset.
Oh, I still have the mindset of I just want to create some cool shit that people are going to like, that I enjoy making. Of course, it's a little different now when you have to play the game of how to get the views and how to get people's eyes and how to get them to pay attention in a world where they're constantly bombarded by different stuff. But I'm not going to employ any weird tricks or any bullshit. I'm just going to keep putting out quality content. People are going to consume it. They're going to enjoy it. They're going to find it. They're going to watch it.
And so what drives you, man? What's your ultimate? What's the man, I got to wake up and keep producing, because it's incredible the amount that you've put out.
Wow.
I mean, it's absolute. I mean, it's undescribable. So I mean, what is it that tells you, yeah, this is it?
Well, what's the alternative? Sitting around doing nothing? So I can't sit around and do nothing. It just that sucks. I don't want to go sit on a beach. I don't want to go relax. I don't want to go anywhere and do nothing. I want to create, and that's what I set out to do. Because if I'm not, I feel like I'm dying. So I don't want to do it.
Man, that's good. That's a great line that I could hear, even just hearing your voice right there say it. I mean, that's like, man, that's cool. I'm going to listen to that a few times. So tell us, what's a typical week look like for you?
A typical week never ends.
Yeah.
They just all flow together because I'm working.
Okay.
I work all the time. I mean, Mondays maybe sit with the team and go over what we're looking to do, but a lot of it is filming the content, getting the content edited. While it's being edited after we filmed it, I'm working on some other stuff, some videos that I can make on my own, launch the app, working on the app.
Yes.
All different types of things. I mean, it's nonstop. It's a constant, let's wake up, let's put posts up, let's interact with the community, go eat, go to the gym, that type of stuff.
And what keeps you from burning out, do you think? Do you plan breaks in? You know, do you say, hey, every third week I got to take an extra day off, or every 6 months?
No,
Okay.
I'm working every day. It doesn't, like, when I say working every day, I may work for 12 hours, or I may work for 3 hours, or there's a day where you go out on a photo shoot. Well, I don't even consider doing the real world reviews as work, but that means in the morning I've spent the time preparing the day for the posts and the things that need to go live on Facebook and doing that type of stuff. But then, I mean, I almost said that a real world reviewer going out and shooting for 8 to 12 hours of doing work isn't work, but that's what I look forward to, is shooting those types of reviews. That's what people want to see. That's what I want to create. It's a lot of work, but the team that we have, we put that stuff out and we do it well.
How many are on the team now?
I have 2 full-time people and a couple of subcontractors out around the country that do different tasks here and there. But you know, I got Steven, who's been with me for a long while, who's the main guy, who does a lot of shooting with me and a bunch of editing. Then I have a full-time editor that we're now transitioning into getting him to do more of the edits so that we can double up, triple up, do more.
Yes. Wow, that's exciting. I just hearing you say that makes me, look at it kind of in a different way about pushing out the content. And, it's 2017 and these are the businesses we're growing and the product is content creation, right? So that's cool, man. I was just thinking if it was back in the 1800s, our product would be farming, and so we'd be looking for more acreage, right? So I really like the way you said that. So in Philadelphia, man, that's where you're at, yeah?
Yep.
What's the best place to eat?
It depends. What are you looking for?
Man, if I roll in, I say, Jared, hey, first time in Philadelphia, I don't even know anything about this place other than you're here and we're talking. Where would we go?
Well, it depends. There's a bunch. It depends the day of the week. If it's between a Wednesday and a Saturday, you can go to Bedia and get some of the best pizza in the world, if you can get one.
Yeah.
He only makes 40 a night on Wednesday, Thursday,
gosh.
Friday, Saturday, and he has no phone, and you have to wait in line. People get in line starting at 4 o'clock. He opens at 5:30. The last pizza comes out at 10:30. So it's all based off of time, the slot that you get in. So that's one
Whoa.
thing, the pizza. I frequent this place called North Third multiple times a week because it's consistently good and priced right. You can go to a place like Morimoto. There's a bunch of different places you can. There's a good handful of places that I'll go to. If you like pho, you can go to Stock. I go there for lunch quite often.
Yes.
So I'm in an area where there's a ton of food and it's constantly expanding right now.
Talk about some of the roadblocks that you've encountered along the way. Maybe with photography, one of the hardest concepts for you to grasp, and maybe when you did get it, the light bulbs went off, epiphanies, all of this.
I just think roadblocks are personal roadblocks early on. Let's see, how do I want to say it?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I got some success when I was younger. I started shooting at 13, started professionally shooting, getting paid at 15, and feeling like I didn't need to assist people. I didn't need to go find somebody to sit in their office and do the dirty work and do all of that stuff. And so I think that hurt me a little bit as I was progressing, because you start to hit a point where you didn't make the connections, you didn't hang around with other creatives, and that's important stuff to do. You didn't put yourself in places to be successful. So one of the roadblocks for me was actually pulling a 180, because before I started Fro Knows Photo, I was afraid to share my stuff. I didn't want to share, and not my photos, but share the information, help other people become better, because I thought that if I did that, then I would be giving away my secrets, and then I wouldn't get the jobs and somebody else would get it. And then I pulled a 180 with Fro Knows Photo. That was the block I got through, was, you know what, screw this. I'm going to put out as much information as I want, because nobody can do what I do, just like I can't do what they do. Well, depends on what it is, but
Yeah.
That's the whole point, is that I was able to switch and go from somebody who kept all the secrets to just giving it all away.
And giving it all away has brought you peace and success and happiness.
I don't know about peace. I don't think anything brings me peace. No, I'm not.
Really? Oh, really?
No, I'm not. No, I'm never good.
Well, I mean, but just peace as, like a human, like peace and, harmony.
No.
You seem like
There's no harmony in me. There's no
Really?
harmony. I can't do yoga. I can't do mindfulness. I just create. I do, and I worry about it, and I question it, and I question everything I do nonstop. Is this the right thing? Did I make the right decision? Should I be going to dinner here, or should I be going to dinner there? The most mundane things in my head get fucked up because that's just how my head works. I question everything.
Wow. A great answer, man. So what's your thought for a young person who's coming up, or an older person but young to the craft, on continuing education? What's the best way for someone to learn? Is it answer. What do you think, sir?
Just do it.
Yeah.
And there's no secret to that. You want to learn something, fucking do it. Mm-hmm. Figure it out. And that's it. I mean, there's no secret to that one.
Man, that's good. Just fucking do it. Well, Jared, I mean, I really appreciate you coming on, and this has been fantastic. I'm just kind of looking through. I just want to make sure Well, let's talk about the app, right? You got this brand new app that has come out. The artwork on it looks great. I don't know who did that for you, but the logo is awesome.
Thank you.
Talk a little bit about it, please.
Sure. So My Gear Vault is what it's called. You can check it out at mygearvault.com. It's on iOS currently, coming soon for Android. It's the best app that allows you to input, organize, and protect your gear. So you know what you have and what it's worth is one of the slogans we go with. Allows you to input your gear into a secure vault. One of my favorite functions and features about it is that you can take a picture of your receipt and always have that stored with you, along with the serial number. You can create kits, and they go into different categories. So you could have your wedding kit, your concert kit, your sports kit, whatever you want to do, you can create. The whole point is to help people know what they have and what it's worth so they can better protect it. And the protect is the big thing. The protect is the insurance aspect. A lot of photographers who are professionals, and anybody who takes anybody who gets paid $1, or anybody who's losing money going out and working is considered a professional, and you need professional liability and inland marine insurance. You need coverage. You need to protect yourself. And there's no way to beat around the bush of insurance. It sucks that everybody needs to have it, but you have car insurance to protect you in your car. You have your professional life. You know, you've got homeowners, and you need to protect your professional end of it. So you need to cover your camera gear. You need to cover yourself in case you're, let's say, somebody trips over your bag and breaks a leg and they sue you, you need to be covered, because if you're not, they're going to try to take everything you own. Anyway, it's just the educational part. The whole point behind making it is that there's a lot of people that send me emails and say, will you support my GoFundMe? All of my stuff got stolen.
Yes.
And my answer is, did you have insurance? Or my response is, did you have insurance? And many times it's no. And of course they go looking for it after the fact, but I take that as I can't really get fully angry with them for doing the GoFundMe. But on the flip side, who's out there educating about what is proper coverage for people? The insurance companies don't do it. People think the insurance companies are out to screw them. I like to say they're not out to screw you. They're just not out to educate you to help you get what you need to get the right coverage. So part of the app for My Gear Vault is the aspect of educating people on what is the proper coverage. We're not an insurance company. We just help people get the right coverage. And I'm not afraid to say whatever I want to say about insurance companies, because that's it. We know what insurance companies are. They do what they need to do to maybe not cover you, but we're giving people the tools inside of My Gear Vault. Whether you go and get an insurance quote through our app, or you download and export a CSV file and send it over to your insurance company, we're giving you the tools to make sure that you know what you have, what it's worth, and protect yourself.
Wow. That's cool, man. I didn't realize it was so deep, you know. I thought
I failed at educating so far then.
Well, okay. Well, I hadn't drilled in. I haven't watched any videos on it, so I don't want to critique it that way. I've been seeing the logo, and I've seen a couple of screenshots. But now hearing you, I'm like, oh, wow.
Well, all it is.
Now I really understand what
I made a 3.5-minute trailer, which basically runs everybody through the app. But once people start using it, they get it. They see that, oh, I can simply and easily put in all of my gear quickly, store my receipts, store my serial numbers, store whatever it is I want to put in there. Even if I don't have camera gear and I want to put in musical equipment, you can do that. It's not designed for that right now, but you can manually enter whatever the hell you want and secure it in your vault. Use it to organize whatever you want to organize. Put your watches in there. Put whatever you want in there. I mean, that's the point. It's designed to be versatile. It's called My Gear Vault because it's My Gear Vault. It's your gear, whatever your gear may be.
Jared, I think that's brilliant, dude. I mean, just talking from, like, let's say entrepreneur to entrepreneur, right? I think that is incredible that you have created that, and there's so much. I mean, that's an awesome product. Great job, man.
Thanks.
Great job. So, you know, what do you say to someone who's in a situation like myself, Jared? Here I am, you know, I'm pushing, building this brand. We're on episode 17. I mean, we're here, loving life. What do you say to Jared on episode 17 of any of this?
What do I say to myself?
Sure, or what do you say to me? Either one.
Well, what are you doing other than this?
Good question. Well, I work at a an agency, so I'm a photographer and videographer. That's my day job. I work at an agency, and then on the evenings and the mornings, then I'm interviewing people and I'm putting out pieces, just talking about documenting my journey as I learn more with photography and more with videography, and then sharing what I learn. That's what's going on.
Is it just the podcast?
Well, no, it comes out on YouTube, and we got a video going, and then I put it on Facebook, and then we've got it goes on iTunes as well.
Sure. I mean, that's doing what you need to do. You just need to go out and interact with people, get people to pay attention.
What do you do when you get to a moment like you want to give up? Did you ever feel like you want to give up? Is there give up inside of you?
No, I didn't hit that point. Mm-hmm. It grew. It was a steady grow. I mean, it was small at the beginning, a couple hundred views here, a couple hundred views there. Yeah. But I didn't know any different. I just kept doing it. Wake up, shoot a video, edit the video, post a video, interact with people, go to lunch, come back from lunch, shoot a video. Well, think about an idea, shoot a video, edit the video, put it up into the world, interact with people till 1, 2 in the morning, go to sleep, wake up, and do it all over again for the next 7 years. Well, I mean, didn't do that for 7 years, but I kept going at that rate for a long time. Sometimes it was 2 videos a day, sometimes it was 1 video a day, and it's just,
oh my gosh,
continue.
And so while you were doing this, while you're on the climb, you were paying your bills with photography, right? I mean, is that...
Yeah, the photography stuff sustained me. I shot a bunch of weddings for the couple years prior. Okay. The wedding stuff was good money, plus I was living at home, so that didn't hurt, right?
Yes,
so I had a leg up there, but I was still 29 living at home before I started Fro Knows Photo. I didn't start it till I was 29 years old.
Okay. Huh.
And I made a change at 29. I transformed my body for one. I started to work out so I could, and I think that gave me the confidence to get in front of the camera more. And I just, what constantly resonates in the back of my mind is that I wanted to do something, and I didn't say when I turn 30 I'm going to do something. I decided right then and there, because I had the idea that I wanted to change something, that I fucking did it. And there's too many people out there that want to make a change, and I get it. There's different situations that people are in where they can't physically make the change for personal reasons, but there's many things that if you want to quit, you just fucking quit. You quit whatever you're doing and you start something else. Or you want to do something, you just do it. You want to do it, just go do it. Don't wait till a specific date and time. Just start now. You have an idea, just do it.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. That's great, man. That's a kick in the teeth, and I mean in a great way. Jared, I appreciate your time. I don't want to keep you on, too much longer. Is there any final thoughts, anything else you'd like to say, sir?
No, I got to go edit some video and get the post ready for tomorrow.
There you go. Back to the grind that is a joy.
Yep.
So, Jared, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for taking the time. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep tuning in. My name is SimeonHendrix. We have had the man on this evening, Mr. Jared Polin, Fro Knows Photo. So, you guys keep tuning in. Until next time, I'm SimeonHendrix, and this is Steady Focused.